So with your foam roller, you're going to go ahead and foam roll your hamstrings. I would suggest doing about 30 seconds per leg. Now we're going to go ahead and move on to our underarm. This is especially tight on softball players, and you would feel after you do this looseness in your shoulder because of this being foam rolled. And like I said, we're going to go short version on this, but it should be about 30 seconds. She's also going to stay on the same side and foam roll her IT band. Trust me, foam rolling is a workout in itself. She's going to go ahead and do the other side now. Her underarm and her IT band. And then we're going to go ahead and move on to our glutes and our upper back. Even if you have to take breaks while doing it, it's better to just continue to do it. Because again, all those muscles are super tight and we need to release them. I highly suggest drinking lots of water after foam rolling to help decrease that lactic acid buildup in your body. So she's going to do her glutes right now. Ideally, when you do your glutes, go ahead and cross your right leg over the top and then bridge up that knee. It's like a butterfly almost. There you go. She's going to move to her other side and do her upper back now. That's fine. Go ahead and do it on your upper back. She's going to bridge up. And she can move her arms however she wants to find those knots that are in those shoulder blades and get those worked out. So now she's going to do the fronts of her quads and do those, like I said, for about 30 seconds. Lastly, she's going to flip back over and do her calves. If you feel like you find a spot that's more sore, then go ahead and stay on that location and really work that knot out. And go ahead and point your toes out and still roll. Do you feel any difference? No. Wonderful. Thank you, Becca. Next part of your movement is going to be a cross crawl, getting opposite arm, opposite leg going. She's going to go forward, and now she's going to go backwards, backwards. Next exercise is an inchworm. She's going to walk out with her hands, walk her feet, keeping her legs straight to the top, stretch, and then there. I would suggest doing a set of 5 of those. Next exercise is baby crawling, but she's keeping her knees off the ground. And then she's going to reverse. This is working on packing her shoulder blades and warming up her whole body. So this stretch is the hip flexor stretch. They're called 90-90s. So she's going to lean into it, and then she's going to sit herself up and then roll over, keeping her feet on the ground. And then she'll continue to do this a few more times. Now we're going to do our arm circles. We're going to do 10 small arm circles forward with 10 large arm circles forward. And then now we'll go ahead and do 10 arm circles back small and 10 large arm circles back. Now we'll stretch our forearms. She's pulling back. You can see her arm is straight. She's pulling her fingertips back and pushing the fingertips down now. She's doing the other side. So these ones called windshield wipers. You can use one of your little bands, and it really works on keeping those forearms completely stretched, especially for you pitchers. Next we have head circles and head pulls, so feel that stretch. About 30-second hold for each. Now we're moving on to J-band stretches. Again, if you have a J-band, you can use that. If you have any stretchy band, with the handles would work just fine. Stretching out those shoulder cuffs, making sure that they're stretched out, warmed up, and strengthened. So you can see she's letting it pull her. I'm letting it pull from behind, really stretching it. So right now she's doing her internal rotations. She'll switch sides, continuing her internal rotations for her right arm now, or her, excuse me, she's doing her internal rotations now with her right side. Now she'll switch to doing her forward. And even though she doesn't throw left-handed, she's still going to do her left side, keep them balanced. High hip. And she's going to get into her lunge position, kind of thrusting her hips forward, really letting that band kind of pull it back. Hold that for about 30 seconds, then switch legs. Ideally, all these stretches and warm-ups and band work should be done daily when you work out and you're doing anything softball related. We're going to work on our hip hinges, making sure that we're getting extension through our hips. She's tightening her glutes, controlling the deceleration down. Again, squeezing everything at the top. Very nice. Next, work on your hip hinge. She's going to step into the band with both legs, putting it around her hips, getting on her hands and her knees. She's going to rock forward, stretching her wrists, hinge back, and then extend through her hips. Yep, and she's going to do a set of 10.